Good morning.
Sunday the 22nd of March 2009, Thornton Motorway Services, Lancashire, England.
Orderly worship.
What then shall we say, brothers? When you come together, everyone has a hymn or a word of instruction, a revelation, a tongue, or an interpretation. All of these must be done for the strengthening of the church. If anyone speaks in a tongue, 2 or at the most 3 should speak, 1 at a time, and someone must interpret. If there is no interpreter, the speaker should keep quiet in the church and speak to himself and God. 2 or 3 prophets should speak, and the others should weigh carefully what is said. And if a revelation comes to someone who is sitting down, the first speaker should stop. For you can all prophesy in turn, so that everyone may be instructed and encouraged. The spirits of prophets are subject to the control of prophets. For God is not the God of disorder, but of peace. As in all the congregations of the saints, women should remain silent in the churches. They are not allowed to speak, but must be in submission, as the law says. If they want to inquire about something, they should ask their own husbands at home, for it is disgraceful for a woman to speak in the church. Did the word of God originate with you, or are you the only people it has reached? If anybody thinks he is a prophet or spiritually gifted, let him acknowledge that what I am writing to you is the Lord's command. If he ignores this, he himself will be ignored. Therefore, my brothers, be eager to prophesy, and do not forbid speaking in tongues, but everything should be done in a fitting and orderly way. Yes, quite correct. As I've no doubt said before, I'm not all that fond of old Paulie because he's intellectual, but I prefer someone with soul, John or Peter too, with a more simple soul. But he does make a bit of sense, old Paulie. The contentious passages there, speaking in church. I'll say it again, it is not that I denigrate women, or do not. Wish to think well of them, highly of them, as my mother or my granny or my great-great-grandmother. Beautiful ladies, all of them. There is something about the word. Here, I'm very fond of the Quaker form of worship, which is silence, and anyone can speak, so there's no set format. You know, you don't come in and sing the first hymn that says a few words, sing the next hymn, says a few more words, this and that, as a sermon. It's old Vicky's on his sermon again, so it's the same old, stuff. One of the reasons I like being in a big cathedral, because you have different people. You're not just locked onto one. You'll notice at a small parish church, there's more to this one then. The congregation will reflect the vicar. So people who are, attracted, as it were, like that vicar, are the ones who will stay with it. So if a vicar's been in the parish for 5 years or whatever, then it's like the congregation will reflect that one person. I want to speak more on this, so I shall wait.
For the next film.
I don't want to be cut short in my prime. I love you, my lord, from my heart, soul, strength.